It is November 22nd, 2022. I'm TC Kirkham with a special bulletin edition of the Kirkham Report. Hey friends, TC Kirkham here. It is 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday, November 22nd, and there is major news concerning the Eurovision Song Contest that was just issued this morning. They are completely changing the voting rules for the annual contest, and it is going to benefit American viewers. This is what it looks like from the press release issued by Eurovision, the EBU, Eurovision Broadcast Union. This is what they had to say. There are major changes to how voting in the Eurovision Song Contest 2023 will work, and they are as follows. Number one, only viewer votes will now be decided, will be used to decide the countries that qualify from the semifinals to the finals. Viewers in non-participating countries will be able to vote online, and jury votes will, as before, be combined with viewer votes to decide the final result. The countries that qualify from the two semifinals, 10 each, will now be decided solely on the on the votes cast by viewers of the competition, rather than a combination of jury and public vote, which has been the case since 2009. For the first time ever, countries watching the Eurovision Song Contest but not taking part in the competition will be able to vote for their favorite songs as well, in basically a rest of the world category, which will be treated as one country in the vote. Those votes will be added together, converted to points that will have the same weight as all of the other countries participating. Professional juries made up of those working in the music industry will continue to contribute to the result of the grand final, along with viewers in each country taking part and those voting internationally. Martin Osterdahl, the executive supervisor of the Eurovision Song Contest, said, quote, "Throughout its 67-year history, the Eurovision Song Contest has constantly evolved to remain relevant and exciting. These changes acknowledge the immense popularity of the show by giving more power to the audience of the world's largest live music event. In 2023, only Eurovision Song Contest viewers will decide which countries make it to the grand final, and reflecting the global impact of the event, everyone watching the show, wherever they live in the world, will be able to cast their vote for their favorite songs. By also involving juries of music professionals in deciding the final result, all the songs in the grand final can be assessed in the broadest possible criteria. We can also maintain the tradition of traveling across Europe and Australia to collect points and ensure a thrilling voting sequence, with the winner only revealed at the very end of the show," close quote. Audiences in participating countries will still be able to vote in the traditional ways, via text, phone, or Eurovision Song Contest app. Those watching in the rest of the world will be able to vote through a secure online platform, and you will have to have a credit card to identify yourself from each country. Following the unprecedented nature of voting irregularities that were seen at the 2022 contest, a working group of EBU members was established to look at ways to protect the integrity of the event. Its recommendations were then approved by the reference group, the contest's governing board, and the executive board of the European Broadcasting Union. Public broadcasters from 37 countries will compete to win in the next contest, the 67th edition, which will be coming from Liverpool, England, by way of Ukraine, who was the original winner, on May 9th, 11th, and 13th. Here in the United States, all of those should air at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific, as usual. Right now, I do not know if Peacock will be carrying it again this year. 31 countries will compete for 20 places in the grand final, which where they will join France, Germany, Italy, Spain, the United Kingdom, and the Ukraine, who won last year's contest. And a full list of participating nations and broadcasters can be found at Eurovision.tv. Competition will be hosted by the BBC this year on behalf of the Ukraine, following Kalush Orchestra's win for their country in May of 2022. There's some interesting other things and the reasons why they went into it, and I will cover those this weekend on the regular edition of the Kirkham Report. But for right now, this is a major change in how Eurovision is run. Anyone outside the area has never been able to vote before, and so that's going to be a big change. And what kind of an effect it will actually have on it, we don't know. But we will do some checking, continue to research it, and have a full report on this massive change on this Saturday's edition of the Kirkham Report. For the Kirkham Report, I'm T.C. Kirkham. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.